Trains on the West Coast Main Line are controlled by 38 signal boxes, and around half still use an old bells and levers system. Just south of Manchester, Stockport 2 signal box is one of the busiest in the country. Signaller Martin is on the morning rush hour shift.
These are your levers. Black is normally points and blue is a lock bar traditionally. The red ones are your signals. The white ones are redundant now. They're for bits of railway that don't exist anymore.
On this giant train set, Martin uses the Victorian levers to switch the points and signal trains into each section of the line.
It's probably one of the safest systems they've got. It looks old-fashioned, but it's good, it works.
Martin communicates with signal boxes up the line by bell.
Bit sarcastic bell ringing there. You can often tell who's on at a certain signal box by the way they ring bells, believe it or not. You can tell who's in a good mood, a bad mood.
So how could you tell that was a sarcastic bell?
Because it was a 2 and a very long pause on a 1. So I've obviously done something somewhere to upset him and he's just letting me know. He's all right now, he's back in a good mood again.
In time, Martin's signal box will be replaced by a computerised control room.
I've been in them and I've sat in them and I've had a look at them and it looks artificial to me. It looks very sterile environment. This is more organic, if that's the right word. This to me is like real signalling, what's left of it anyway. This is proper railway.
Hold-ups in one part of the country cause ripple effects that can be felt hundreds of miles away. Birmingham New Street is Britain's busiest interchange station. Today, passengers are waiting for late-running trains, and staff in the signal box think an incident over 100 miles away is to blame.
Yep, sorry. Yep, go on.
1047, due to a fatality somewhere down Exeter.
That's into the fatality.
Yep.
Exeter, OK. That's affected all the trains in Exeter and the trains that are now affecting us. But I mean, Exeter, what you're looking at, 150 miles away. So an incident that's happened in Exeter is now affecting us in the Birmingham area at 12 o'clock already.
It's Satnam's job to find out the reason behind every single delay, not just to keep the passengers informed, but because for every minute a train is delayed, there's a fine of up to £200. And there are complex rules about whether the train company, or Network Rail in charge of track and signalling, foots the bill.
It's all in monetary terms because the train operating company, if it's their fault, then they have to pay. If it's Network Rail's fault, i.e. infrastructure problems, then we have to pay. So at the end cause is to try to save money.
So who's the fatality down?
At the moment, well, the fatality, that's going to be down to Network Rail. So Network Rail will take the cost. This is the Bible, and this tells you all the reasons that the trains are late. Easiest one is signal failure, which is IA, and I think everybody knows that one. Trespass, young children in holiday times, Network Rail get the cost for that. Animal incursion, animals on the line. Lightning strike, yes, you can have lightning strikes. Bird strikes, it all depends on the size of the bird. If the bird is bigger than a pheasant, obviously, then Network Rail will take the cost, and if it's smaller than a pheasant, then they'll hit the train operating companies because Network Rail can't be accountable for flying birds. The pheasant is the benchmark. Anything that's bigger than a pheasant, then we'll take the hit.
Literally.
Yes. So you've got 12 pages. That is, well, it's been nicknamed, well, there's two names on it. It's a Dennis and Beach beating stick. So if they make mistakes, the signalman, I've got the use of this to make sure that they do correctly. Well, Dennis is on the middle screen, but he's done pretty good today, so I haven't have to beat him today. So he's quite lucky. He's been working well today.
Come on.
Manchester bit. Okay.
Some people would say it's a culture of blame, some would say it's a culture of accountability, depending what they're getting out of it or what they stand to lose. You've got like a table of people all trying to apportion blame to each other. And then the bottom man, me, or the driver, or the guard, or some other signaller, he gets his bum kicked. I think we're just easy people to blame when something goes wrong. We're all aware of that, and we're all watching our backs now in a way that we never used to have to. It can be more than stress sometimes, it can be serious anxiety. I've lost a lot of sleep over it.
Delay minutes aren't the only change Martin's noticed during his nearly 30 years on the railway.
In the house as a kid, we never wore shoes and socks. My boss now, Dave, he had a long-winded campaign against me not wearing shoes and socks. Said it was a health and safety issue. He started sending spies up to check up on me, like. So eventually I had to bite the bullet and wear shoes and socks, as it were. As you can see, we always wear shoes and socks in the signal box.